Volleyball matchup between the Moorhead Spuds and our friends and visitors from Alexandria, the Cardinal. Let's please now stand in honor of America as we play our national anthem. Now let's meet tonight's teams. First for Alexandria, she wears number 1, the designated libero, Tessa McGregor. Number 2 is starting at right back, Kaya Isendorf. Number 3 starts at the front, Lexi Cole. Number 4 is Emma Ballou. Number 5, Haley Kent. Number 6, Erica Member. Number 7 is Abby Rossum. Number 8, Cora Larson. Number 9 starts at left back, Abby Basil. Number 10 starts at left back, Abby Bicey. Number 11 at right front, Mandy Anderson. Number 12 is Gabby Staples. Number 15 starts at left back, Lily Toole. And number 17, Charlotte Lemka. With a record of 2 wins and 2 losses, the Cardinals are coached by Mary Bird. And now let's meet the Moorhead Spuds. Wearing number 1, and starting at mid back, Carly Leonard. Number 3 starts at left back, Alexa Grunwald. Number 4 starts at right front, Maya Pfeiffer. Number 5 starting at middle front, Sam Zimmerman. Number 7 is Anna Kanai. Number 8 starts at left back, Ella Swetberg. Number 9, Ryan Moorhead. Number 10, the designated libero, Willow Collier. Number 11 starts at right back, Bryn Stuma. Number 12, Haley Fulber. Number 15 is Rosie Anderson. Number 15, Grace Perry. Number 16, Nada Lopez. And number 18, Talia Trey. With a record of 4 wins and 2 losses, Moorhead coached by Shar Lee. And now, Spuds and Cardinals. Let's play volleyball. As we get set for set number 1, it's Moorhead and Alexandria tonight from the Spud Gym in Moorhead. Moorhead defending to our left as we look down. Alexandria in their traveling reds, Cardinal red, will serve first. And as they step up, both teams, Moorhead 4-2 on the year, Alexandria 2-2 on the season coming in. Here's the serve and we're underway. Bumped up to the front, and Zimmerman comes up with a jump and a kill rather, and a big set there to Samantha Zimmerman, who puts it home, and the Spuds take an early 1-0 lead.
Anna Canine checking in, and she'll step back to the serve line. Great volleyball between these teams historically. Great matchups throughout the years. Canine with the serve. Deflected off to the far side, and Canine gets a service ace, brought to you by Atchison Companies. Service ace for Anna Canine gives Moorhead a 2-0 lead. Again from the near corner. Canine steps into it and sends it across, and a second service ace for Anna Canine by the Atchison Companies. Congratulating Anna Canine with her serve. And so the Spuds now with a 3-0 lead. Getting off to a quick jump on Alexandria. Canine continues to serve. The right-hander puts it across, bumped forward. Back set it goes, and the hit into the net goes down on Moorhead's side of the net, and it's point Alexandria. The kill there puts Alexandria on the board. And Maggie Anderson steps up to the serve line. To the back row for Coyer, near side Canine. There's Zimmerman. A second kill early on for Samantha Zimmerman, who now has given Moorhead a 4-1 lead, and the serve comes back to the Spuds. Ella Swedberg checking into the front row. Willow Coyer stepping back to serve. As she prepares, she pulls the ball up. Jump serve it goes to the back row, bump forward. Comes backside near and sent across by Maddie Bicey. Now the Spuds set it up on a soft touch there, and we got a lifted return by Moorhead, and it goes point Alexandria. So the Cardinals now within 2 and serving. Right up the middle it goes. Sent off to the far side. It comes back to Canine. Back set here for Zimmerman. And it hit the net, did not crawl across, and it's point Alexandria as the Cardinals pull within 1, and Lexi Cole continues her serve. Right-hander sends it across. Coyer bumps it forward. To the backside it goes, and Swedberg's hit returned by Alexandria, and a dive by Coyer. Swedberg couldn't find a handle. Point Alexandria, and they've come all the way back to tie Moorhead now at 4. Right-hander sent across Zimmerman. To the backside it goes for Swedberg, and it's long, just beyond the end line. Alexandria with 4 unanswered serve points, grabbing the lead now at 5-4. Served by Cole. And the hit deflected out of bounds. A hard hit across by Moorhead. Lily Toole tried to direct it back in but missed wide, and with that Moorhead has tied this set at 5 and will serve with Samantha Zimmerman. Right-hander sends it on a service ace. That's 3 service aces brought to you by Atchison Companies. Samantha Zimmerman. Now with the lead. Takes a look at the near sideline for the play call and steps up and sends it. This one is returned to the net. It's bumped across. This is a free ball, and it just did get across by Coyer. The return now near side, and they'll try it again, and it goes out. Just did. They were aiming for the corner. That looked like Maddie Bicey from the near side that sent it across. Tried to catch the corner, did not, and Moorhead now leads at 7-5. Zimmerman continues to serve, and she sends it nearly to the back row, and from there it's bumped forward. A free ball on the near side for Maddie Bicey, and she sends it over but wide. And Moorhead has come back on a little scoring run with 4 unanswered, and now lead at 8-5. Zimmerman continues to serve as she sends it across, a high serve that time, and at the net it is dumped down. Is that Rosie Anderson? Yes, Rosie Anderson over the top of the net and straight down with the kill. And Moorhead leads it now 9-5. 5 unanswered, served by Samantha Zimmerman. And another ace for Zimmerman. Atchison Companies presenting that service ace by Samantha Zimmerman. And Mary Byrne takes a timeout for the Cardinals. It's 10-5 Moorhead. We're in the first set.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere. Natural talent, physical.
So on the First Community Credit Union scoreboard, Moorhead has a 10-5 lead after trailing 5-4. Samantha Zimmerman has served up 6 straight, including a couple of aces along the way. And here's the send up now as Mary Byrne has her Cardinals back on the floor trying to settle things down, but the Spuds are strong at the net with Rosie Anderson. And Moorhead now leads it 11-5. And the serve by Zimmerman. Bumped up towards the net, back set near side, and sent down and in. A big hit on the near side by Bicey. And a deflection at the net forced it to the floor. And that ends Moorhead run at 7. And Alexandria now serving down 11-6. Standing in the free throw lane of a basketball court, the serve across. Bumped forward, here's Rosie Anderson, just did get it on a deflection by Bicey, was off to the side. And Moorhead now leads at 12-6 in serving. Bryn Stumo returns to the floor. Alexa Grunwald will serve. On the near corner, Grunwald then sends it across court and a service ace. Another service ace for Moorhead, brought to you by Atchison Companies. Grunwald making it 13-6. On the right-hander, Grunwald gets another service ace. It was pushed forward by Lexi Cole, but didn't have any direction on it. It went straight down to the floor. 14-6 Moorhead. The play to the net. Back set it goes. Stumo keeps it alive. To Grunwald, to the backside. Zimmerman sending it across, returned now by the Cardinals, and a dive down to keep it on the floor, off the floor rather, and here's the dive, returned at the net and a big hit, it goes down. Bryn Stumo and Rosie Anderson, a very dangerous 1-2 punch at the net. And the Spuds have jumped to a 15-6 advantage. They have outscored Alexandria 11-1 during this time. Well, now the change. We did not see the indication of it. So it must be 14-7, I suspect, as they get the scoreboard. Yes, 14-7. And Alexandria to serve. Here's the play across. Service ace, Alexandria. That service ace by Tessa McGrain of Alexandria brings the Cardinals within 6 now at 14-8. And Anderson serves across. Coyer bumps it up to the net. Alexa Grunwald off to Rosie Anderson, and her big hit to the backside is deflected out. Kai Edsendorf had it deflect away. And it's now 15-8. Moorhead serving with the lead. Ellis Swedberg serves it up and sends it across. Here's the bump towards the net, near side it comes, and a soft touch over. Grunwald plays it. Then Zimmerman, she sets it to the backside, played forward and across. Cardinals play it back. And a double hit return by the Cardinals gives point Moorhead. And the Spuds now lead at 16-8. Swedberg serves and just did clear the net. Alexandria to the net it comes. Returned across by Moorhead. Here's Grunwald playing it across, and Bryn Stumo will get credit for the kill, and it's 17-8. Moorhead right back now to a 9-point advantage. Swedberg's serve, bumped off to the far side, brought back. On a backside it comes, and Moorhead diving down. Samantha Zimmerman to keep it alive. Played across by Stumo, and here's the return now by Alexandria. Big hit, deflected at the net. Stumo couldn't put it back into play, and it deflected off and wide and out of play. Point then for Alexandria, and that brings Lily Toole to the serve line. 17-9. Alexandria trailing here with the serve. It goes to the back row for Willow Collier of Moorhead, and off to the backside. Maya Pfeiffer sends that one down and in, just catching the end line. It brings Carly Vetter in to serve as Moorhead has doubled up on Alexandria, 18-9. Carly Vetter with the signal given by by the official, referee number 1, and it comes Alexandria near side. A big block at the net by Samantha Zimmerman. You often expect her to get the kill, and this time she got the block and the point. And Moorhead now with a 10-point advantage at 19-9. Set off to the backside, returned up the middle. Moorhead playing it. Carly Vetter gives it and look for, oh, that one was right there. Money in the bank for Samantha Zimmerman, who now leads at 20-9. Carly Vetter continues the serve, but Alexandria making a late change, and onto the floor, Kaya Isendorf. Isendorf settles in on the far side. Moorhead's Carly Vetter serving with a 20-9 advantage. To the near side, bumped forward. Comes back, and here's the hit. Saved at the net. Here's the return, sent wide. Great dive and hook jab by Moorhead to keep the play alive. The return by Alexandria was wide and out, and Moorhead now leads at 21-9. Pardon me, here's the play. To the backside, two-handed over. The return, backside, hit, kill. No. I think she was standing under the net. And so with that call, point Alexandria. 21-10, Cardinals serving, but a big, big job ahead. Here's the send across. Grunwald tracks it down and sends it off to the backside, and a kill. Either Pfeiffer or Zimmerman. I wonder if it wasn't Pfeiffer on the backside of that play that got enough on it to drop it in, and it's 22-10. And here comes Anna Kanine. And the play is off to the far side. Service ace for Anna Kanine. And Moorhead leads it 23-10 on that service ace, brought to you by Atchison and Companies. Getting your money's worth tonight, Dean. The Atchison Companies watching the Spuds serve up ace after ace after ace here in set number 1. Here's the play across, bumped up, bumped off to the backside, tipped over by Zimmerman, and played to the near side where Maggie Anderson sends it over and drops it in for the point. 23-11. Maggie Anderson now serving for Alexandria. Signal to play, and the send across is long. So it's 24-11 with that service error by Alexandria. And that brings up Willow Collier to serve set point. And the play. Bump forward, Alexandria. Return, now jabbed across. Here's Kanine. Back set, and the play. Alexandria on and under the net, which results in point Moorhead and set point Spuds gaining victory in set number 1. After one set of play in the First Community Credit Union. Final score, Moorhead 25, Alexandria 11.
for Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
As we head onto the court for set number 2, Moorhead with 5 service aces in that first set. And they had a couple of scoring runs. They went from a 5-4 deficit to an 11-5 lead. Alexandria pulled within 6 at 14-8. The Spuds kind of pressed down on the accelerator the rest of the way and won set 1 25-11. And Moorhead sets to serve here in set number 2. Here's the set by Alexandria, and the send across is good for the kill. Alexandria jumps to a 1-0 lead here in set number 2. And the serve across. Dug off the floor, lifted to the net, chased down, 4-hit return, never had a chance to clear. And so Alexandria takes a 2-0 lead. On the send across, it's dropped in just in front of the line. Kaya Isendorf having a nice run here on the serve line, and that ace gives Alexandria a 3-0 lead. The send across by Isendorf. To the near side it comes and pushed over by Bryn Stumo. The return onto the near side goes into the net. Maggie Anderson was winding up for the big hit, but she caught net on the play. And that puts Moorhead on the board now at 3-1. So down by 2, Anna Kanine steps up to the serve line. Nearing the near corner as she has the running jump serve. Bumped back up to the net, played across by Alexandria, just enough to keep it alive, and Kanine sets it for the run up, the jump, the hit, the kill, Samantha Zimmerman. Nice set by Anna Kanine, and it's 3-2. For the serve, Anna Kanine. The runner-up comes in a nice serve to the back row, kept alive. And the Spuds, Carly Vetter took a shot at it. And now they'll have a double hit on the near side by Alexandria as they tried to keep that ball forward but could not. And point Moorhead. The Spuds have come back to tie the Cardinals here at 3. Anna Kanine to serve. On the send across, played forward by McGrain. And the send on the far side drops in. Moorhead going after it, deflected it farther out of play. Point Alexandria now. And the Cardinals regain the lead at 4-3. Maggie Anderson steps up to the line. A quick send over. Chased down by Kanine, drops it back. The chase there. Grace Perry puts it back into play, and here's the return by Alexandria. All the way deep it goes to Coyer. Back up to the net for Kanine. And a kill try there, saved out of the back row by the Cardinals. And play continues on as Kanine sends it back to Grace Perry. But sent it long, and that's point Alexandria, and the Cardinals now lead at 5-3. Maggie Anderson looks, has the play call, and sends it over. Coyer on her knees, plays it forward. Maya Pfeiffer finds a soft spot on the Alexandria defense and drops it down. And with serve now, the Spuds have a chance to bring it even as Willow Coyer, trailing 5-4, will serve. Coyer angles her way off to the far side, and before reaching the corner, steps up and sends it wide of the line. She was angling to drop it in, but just missed wide left. Alexandria will get point, and it's 6-4. Cardinals the serve and the lead with Lexi Cole. Cole right arms it over. Coyer plays it forward. Canine drops it back. And Samantha Zimmerman had a big hit on it. It was returned and deflected on the return wide of, and it's point Moorhead, and that puts Zimmerman at the line, down by 1. Running jump serve. Nice serve across. Played forward now by Alexandria. Back set. Bumped up into the air by Lily Toole. And again, the Spuds with a block. This one from Rosie Anderson. She got enough on the block to slam it down hard for the kill, Rosie Anderson. And the Spuds have come back now to tie the Cardinals at 6. Here's Samantha Zimmerman. The play across. Saved by McGrane. Dropped all the way back, sent across from there. Here's Rosie Anderson touching it over. The return comes to Canine on a redirect, and play continues on. Canine now goes backside for the set, but it was on the outside of the antenna. And that point to Alexandria gives the Cardinals the lead at 7-6. And with that, Cora Larson checks in, and she will serve. Cora Larson at the serve line for the Cardinals. A standing serve. Canine just keeping it alive to Swedberg. Cardinals on the return from McGrane. Canine now giving it off to Coyer. And play continues. Both teams doing a great job defensively to keep the ball alive. And again, saved now by Grace Perry. This time the hit goes into the net. Point Alexandria. Grabbing a 2-point advantage here in set 2, 8-6 the score. Moorhead winning set 1. Alexandria now on the serve, and it is a cross to the far side. That'll go as an ace. Swedberg took a jab at it to play it, but deflected. And Alexandria, after starting the set with a 3-0 lead, has returned to a 3-point advantage at 9-6. Here's the play into the net, just saved, but the secondary save was deflected out, and Alexandria on a mini scoring run now leading at 10-6. Cardinals have come up with 4 unanswered points. Cora Larson continues to serve. A spin of the ball, the set, and across. Here's a look forward to Canine. Gives it to Rosie Anderson, and she puts the hammer down and gets kill on the point. That stops the Alexandria run, and Moorhead is back within 3 at 10-7. And that brings Alexa Grunwald to the serve line. As she looks forward, Grunwald sends it over to the far side, but missed wide left. And it's 11-7. Alexandria holding the advantage here in set number 2. Tessa McGrane now serving. Lobbing it across. It returned to the backside. Swedberg playing it for Moorhead. Comes near side now Alexandria, Maggie Anderson. Now Moorhead with a hit into the net by Bryn Stumo. It goes into the net. And Alexandria grabs a 5-point advantage now at 12-7. McGrane continuing with the serve. It goes to Coyer at the back row. And out to the backside now Swedberg. Nearly went down, but it is saved and kept alive, and play continues. Back up to the net. Grunwald. Nice soft touch for Rosie Anderson. And the Spuds back on the board and trail it now 12-8. Since the game was tied at 6, set was tied at 6. Alexandria on a 6-2 run, but now Moorhead serving. Trying to creep back into contention here in the set, and they'll get 1 point here. A little tip attempt by Maggie Anderson comes up short. And that puts Moorhead back within 3, now at 12-9. Swedberg's play across will get a service ace, brought to you by Atchison Company. Swedberg's serve for ace. And Moorhead is within 2 at 12-10. Right-hander line drives it across. Alexandria managing to keep it alive. Moorhead dives and grabs it off the floor. Pfeiffer rolls it along the net. The Spuds on their next return, 4-hit return, and it's 13-10 now Alexandria. And with that, Charlotte Lemke checks into the Cardinals lineup as Alexandria will serve. Coyer plays it for Moorhead to Grunwald to the backside. Pfeiffer and a big hit there. Kill Maya Pfeiffer. And it's 13-11. Carly Vetter will step to the line now and serve. Off the far corner, just did clear net. Played ahead by the Cardinals. Lemke drops it in front. Rather that hit by Maggie Anderson for Alexandria. Cardinals back to a 3-point advantage at 14-11, and that brings Addie Basil to the front row as the Cardinals serve with a 3-point advantage, trying to equal this match here in set 2. Here's Pfeiffer to Grunwald. Nice save, Bryn Stumo. Back down to the near side, and the Cardinals go to the back row. Maggie Anderson sending it deep and just catching the end line. Cardinals back now to a 4-point lead at 15-11. With the serve. Play across and to the floor, right in front of the Cardinal back row. Point there for Moorhead, and it's 15-12. That brings Anna Canine to the serve line. Moorhead making their adjustments for this serve. Canine and the Spuds trail by 3. The serve across, played forward, back set, and to the floor it goes. Kill. Back side of the play, Maggie Anderson. And Alexandria back to a 4-point advantage. Now it's 16-12. With the play, sent and bumped forward. Canines back set. Grace Perry continues on. He'll try it again, and this one is just, a nice running dive to the floor by Perry to keep it alive and send it across. And Moorhead continues on, and the play goes down, and the Cardinals continue on. On a free ball, it's over. Play back near side, Canine dumps it off to the backside, and the play goes down. Samantha Zimmerman, rather than lining it up for the hammer, just touched it across and found a soft spot in the defense. That puts Moorhead back on the board at 16-13. And Willow Coyer steps to the serve line for Moorhead. Moorhead leading 1-0 as we play here in the second. It's been very closely played throughout. And on the backside, and they're going to call a double hit against the Cardinals. Point for Moorhead now to pull within 2 at 16-14. This set has never been more than 4 points apart. To the near side, big hit. Coyer keeps it alive. Perry keeps it alive. Sent across by Canine. Play to McGrain. And her hit across return by Zimmerman. Again, it's McGrain to the near side, touched over on a nice little soft touch by Maddie Beisey. 17-14, Alexandria with a 3-point advantage. Here comes Lexi Cole to serve. Right-hander lines it over, bump forward. That'll be point Alexandria. 18-14. Alexandria, the serve and the lead. Coyer bumps it forward. Here's Canine to Perry. Somehow she got it over the net. Played back now near side. Play continues on. Canine to Swedberg. Her play over results in a give by the Cardinals. Now Moorhead on the near side, touched over. Play continues on. McGrain keeps it off to the far side, but the set across won't go. It came up short, way short, as Addie Basil tried to touch one over. And with that, the Spuds gain serve and now trail by 3 at 18-15. And Rosie Anderson comes on to the front row. That puts Samantha Zimmerman to the line and serves. The return is out, so that'll go as a service ace. Brought to you by Atchison and Companies. 18-16, Moorhead trailing by 2 and serving. The serve there hits the net and did not crawl over, so point Alexandria. Change of rotation here. Cora Larson comes on. She had a nice stretch at the serve line, her last trip out onto the court. Serving now with a 3-point lead. Cora Larson's hit. Bumped forward. Here's Anna Canine. Rosie Anderson went for the big hit and hit the net. It collected into the net. And it's 20-16. Cardinals have gained momentum down the stretch here in set 2. Here's the play across. Coyer bumps it forward. Back set. Perry. Big hit, but caught, lifted, and returned. And Alexandria scores on the hit. Alexandria closing in, and the Spuds take a timeout. With time running here in the second set. On the First Community Credit Union scoreboard, it's Alexandria 21, Moorhead 16. Well, as we play in set 2, a stark contrast to how set 1 went. That saw Moorhead pull away and gain a 25-11 advantage. Here in set 2, this has never been more than 4 points apart, and Moorhead has never led. To the backside, a big hit is out. And Alexandria inching their way closer to a win here in set 2 as they grab a 6-point lead, 22-16. It's the biggest advantage of the night. Here's the play. Coyer, Canine, touched over, double hit. Play continues to the near side. Canine, big hit, and this one is good. Canine setting will get the assist on the hit by Rosie Anderson, and it's 22-17. Alexa Grunwald on now to serve. From the near corner, she sends it over. A run and a hit. Moorhead diving to the floor to lift it up and keep it in play. Then Samantha Zimmerman finds the back line. Zimmerman's big kill pulls Moorhead back within 4 at 22-18. And Grunwald continues to serve. And across. Alexandria, near side. Point. The hit, to try it, to save it, to play it. Coyer played it, it deflected. Alexandria to a 5-point lead at 23-18. Tessa McGrain serving. And the right-hander sends it nicely across. Moorhead miscommunication, but did come back in time to keep this play alive. And again on the near side, Grunwald keeps it in play. A redirect over by Stumo. A jab at it, and Grunwald catches up to it, gives it off to the backside, and Moorhead manages to slip one off a deflection for the point, and it's 23-19. Moorhead will serve down by 4. Ella Swedberg sending it across. Lifted high into the air, played back to the middle, and from there across to Moorhead. Play comes near side. Bryn Stumo was going for the soft touch over the net, but missed. And up against the net it goes, and that brings set serve for Alexandria as Lily Toole steps up to the serve line, far side. Serving it right to left, and here's the play. Rosie Anderson had it deflected, chased down by Zimmerman, played forward and across. Here's the hit and into the net. Point Moorhead. Carly Vetter on to serve, down by 4. Vetter running jump and to the near side played. Here's the big hit, and that point will go to Alexandria, and the set will go to the Cardinals as they lead it throughout. The only tie we had was at 3, and the Cardinals led the rest of the way, gaining victory. Our final score in set 2 on the First Community Credit Union scoreboard. Alexandria 25, Moorhead 20.
Get up. Your dreams don't hit snooze. Because if you snooze, you might miss your opportunity to improve your craft. Put in the work. Your opportunity to be the best.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
As we prepare for set number 3, tied at 1 set apiece, Moorhead winning set 1, 25-11. Alexandria leading all the way with the exception of a 3-3 early tie. 25-20 by set's end. And we are all knotted up at 1 apiece as we get ready for set number 3. And so, with as closely played as it has been, the coaches will be stirring things up and looking for an advantage, something that they might see that they can do that their opponent can't. We'll see how it all turns out as Alexandria prepares to serve to start set 3. Off the right side, and the play to Coyer, near side Grunwald, then to Zimmerman for the kill. And the Spuds start out with a 1-0 lead as Grace Perry comes on and Anna Canine comes on, and Canine will serve. Both teams, here's Anna Canine, sending it to the near side, played on a lift. Now McGrain brings it across for Addie Basil. Moorhead now on the return, dropping it in, and that goes to Samantha Zimmerman. She gets her second kill. Anna Canine will step in. And the running jump serve. To the back row, McGrain sending it forward. Back set comes, and the hit return wide and out. Point will go to Moorhead as Charlotte Lemke tried to find the angle. And Moorhead leads it now 3-0 and serving. Here's Anna Canine. Bumped forward, back now near side, punched into the net. A diving attempt by Addie Basil, and she was awkward going after the ball and actually ended up slipping and going hard onto the floor. And the hit did not go across, so 4-0. Anna Canine continues to serve here for Moorhead. Running jump serve, bumped over, and a big hit. Kept alive by Canine. Back set Pfeiffer, in. Nice set to the backside for Anna Pfeiffer, and she obliges with a big kill, and it's 5-0. And with that, Alexandria takes a timeout. We're in set number 3 in the First Community Credit Union scoreboard. It's Moorhead 5 and Alexandria 0.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
As we return to the court in set 3, Moorhead with a 5-0 lead. Moorhead Volleyball brought to you by Muscatel Subaru. As they rearrange their defense, Alexandria ready. Moorhead now serving with Anna Canine. And the send across, bumped off to the far side, then brought back to McGrain. Now Coyer for Moorhead. Tipped over by Samantha Zimmerman. I'm not at all sure that set was intended for her, but she did manage to get just enough redirect on it. And Moorhead has scored the set's first 6 and lead at 6-0. The serve, no. Anna Canine just tried to dump one over the net, but came up short. That puts Alexandria on the board, and it's 6-1. Maddie Bicey comes on. She checks in at the front row with the serve. Returned, Canine, oh my, right in a perfect spot for Samantha Zimmerman. Moorhead gets point and has serve returned. And it's 7-1 now Moorhead as Willow Coyer setting to serve. Here's the hit across. Played forward by McGrain. And a misunderstanding of what direction. It looked like a change of mind on how she wanted to hit that one back, and got crossfired on it. It got deflected away. Point Moorhead, 8-1. Coyer's serve. Saved by McGrain. Played forward by Lily Toole, and play continues on as Moorhead goes to Swedberg. Her hit across. Returned now, and there's the play. Point Moorhead. Big hit. Samantha Zimmerman at the net to send it hard across. And Moorhead leads it now 9-1. Willow Coyer prepares. Angling off to the far side, just staying in. The running jump and the hit across. McGrain bumps it forward. Played up to the net for Lemke, or Lemke rather. And at the net, it comes up short. Zimmerman was waiting for it to hit the net so she could redirect. It never got there. Point goes to Alexandria, and it's 9-2. Here's Lexi Cole to serve for the Cardinals. Right-hander sends it across to Zimmerman. Here's Canine returning it to Zimmerman. A running dive by McGrain to keep it alive. Sent across, and Moorhead now sets it up to the backside for Swedberg, who catches the line. No. It was just wide of the far sideline. And so point Alexandria. And trailing 9-3, Lexi Cole steps up to serve and sends it over. Return to the net. Big hit there. Moorhead, no. It'll go. Moorhead was under the net on the return try. 9-4. And the send over. Bumped back up to the net for Canine, who back sets it. Got it back. Here's the return, near side. The set for Zimmerman was a bit off her angle. Results in point Alexandria, and the Cardinals with 4 straight now have pulled within 9-5. Here's the send across. Willow Coyer to the net for Anna Canine, and just did get it dumped across. Samantha Zimmerman. Point for the Spuds, grabbing now a 10-5 lead as Rosie Anderson checks in. She comes in to the front row when Samantha Zimmerman steps back to serve. And the play across, McGrain. Tipping it near side, here's the punch across by Bicey. Now Moorhead's Grace Perry manages to get a redirection off the far side. And let's call it a deflection off the far side as Moorhead now takes a 6-point advantage at 11-5. Samantha Zimmerman, running jump. McGrain plays it again off to the far side where it's returned wide and out. And Moorhead now leads it 12-5. Zimmerman standing just about in the locker room as she prepares for the running jump and sends it long. That puts point on the board, Alexandria, and it's 12-6. Cardinals trail by 6 as Cora Larson rolls on to serve. Little spin of the ball, the throw up, and the hit across, played by Zimmerman to the near side. Perry. McGrain tracks it down, gives it off to Isendorf. Play continues over. Set across by Canine. Now tracked down and chased by Alexandria, sending it over. Here's Canine, and now play for Moorhead. And the play goes long. She had a notion, wanted to play it wisely, did not. Lexi Cole pulled her hands away in time, resulting in a hit long beyond the end line. And that pulls Alexandria within 12-7. And the serve by Larson. To the backside. As it goes all the way cross court and out. Way wide on the near side. Point Alexandria. So here's a 7-3 run by Alexandria after Moorhead had jumped to a 9-1 lead. So inching closer and closer. Here's the play now to the near side for Canine. Rosie Anderson likes that little dump shot. She just did get enough on it to touch it over. Rosie Anderson will get credit for the kill. And it's 13-8, Moorhead back to a 5-point advantage. Alexa Cole now sets to serve. A dive down to scoop it off the floor. Moorhead on the return, big hit long backside. And as that point goes on the board, Alexandria takes a timeout. On the First Community Credit Union scoreboard, it's Moorhead 14, Alexandria 8.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We head into set number 4 with the Spuds leading it 2-1, winning in the first 25-11. Alexandria winning set 2 25-20, and Moorhead claiming win in set number 3 25-17. So that sets up a possibility of a 4-set match win for the Spuds. And if the Cardinals are looking for a match win tonight, they're going to have to come back and get a victory here and force a set 5. As we get underway, Carly Vetter. The bump to the net, return near side, and it's redirected as it slipped away from Maggie Anderson. Moorhead takes a 1-0 lead. The serve rather, and a nice dive to the floor by McGrain. She's been busy tonight trying to keep up with the serves that are in her vicinity. McGrain had that one deflect off to the far side, and it's 2-0 Moorhead. The play across to the net. Back set, rolls along the net, and down it goes. Point Alexandria. This high school volleyball match brought to you by Muscatel Subaru. Alexandria serving with Kaya Isendorf. A nice serve, just clearing net. To the near side it goes for Bryn Stumo, and wide, and off to the far side. And it's tied now at 2. Right-hander bumped forward, near side. Samantha Zimmerman kill. We don't have the luxury of having a scorekeeper in front of us to note the kills and the assists. It doesn't take one here tonight. Samantha Zimmerman has been big in all areas. Here's Anna Canine. Sending it across. Now McGrain bumps it forward. Set to the backside, saved on a jab by Carly Vetter, but it only got as far as the net, then came down soft. And we are tied at 3 as Alexandria will serve. Coyer saves it from going down, keeps it alive, and the play comes back near side and at the net. The hit got blocked to the floor in front of Samantha Zimmerman and Grace Perry. And with that, it's point rather, Alexandria, and serve continues with the hit across. Back set it goes, and it rolls along the net, and in Grace Perry will get the kill on that one to tie the set at 4. Willow Coyer. Here's the look across and the play. Away, Coyer saves it at the back line. Directed over by Canine and saved by McGrain of Alexandria, and the play continues. A big hit got slipped off the arms of Carly Vetter, and it's point Alexandria. And the Cardinals have regained the lead at 5-4. With the change, Lexi Cole comes on to serve. To the net, then it's point Moorhead. So set 4 is tied at 5 apiece. And that brings Rosie Anderson in. She'll take her spot in the front row as Samantha Zimmerman steps back to the serve line. The running jump serve is long. And on that service error, 6-5 Alexandria. Cora Larson comes on to serve. Larson's hit across, bumped forward. Rosie Anderson gets takes the assist from Anna Canine. Kill for Rosie Anderson, point Moorhead, and this set is tied at 6. Alexa Grunwald now to serve. And across. Nearly an ace, but kept alive. Moorhead now on the return. The big hit across. Another dive to the floor and keeps it, and it's kept alive. And Alexandria gets point. You got to go all the way back to the return of Lexi Cole, who took a dive down to the floor, got her hands on the floor to prevent the ball from hitting. It results in point Alexandria, and it's 7-6 Cardinals. Here's Moorhead's return. And to the near side, McGrain. Couldn't handle it. Goes wide and out. And this set is tied at 7. That puts Ella Swedberg at the serve line. And hits over. Brought back up to the net. Going for the big kill, but Moorhead returns. Nice block by Rosie Anderson. The return, now Moorhead plays it over. Again, they try to dump it in front, but it's chased down and played. Moorhead again saving it, and that one is saved and somehow got over, but was directed wide of the line. And so with that, it's point Alexandria, and the Cardinals now lead at 8-7. Charlotte Lemke into the Alexandria lineup. The Cardinals serve. Blocked and down, and point Alexandria. Lily Toole serving that point to take a 2-point advantage and continues to serve. Coyer saves it from hitting the floor. Rolls near side. Here's the back set and the point and the hit across, returned by Moorhead, and this return didn't get there. Bryn Stumo took a shot at it, but it was off her range, and Alexa Grunwald just simply couldn't get there in time. Alexandria is working their way along now to a 3-point lead at 10-7. Trying to bring this match even up. Here's the play, down and in. Alexandria miscommunicated their defensive assignment. Point Moorhead. And it's 10-8 as the Spuds will serve with Carly Vetter. Down by 2. Vetter, jump serve off the far side, brings it across. McGrain, near side for Maggie Anderson. Her hit across. Moorhead plays on. Here's a little scoop across. Now McGrain again handles it, and to the back set to Maggie Anderson, who drives it into the net. And that pulls Moorhead within 1 as play serve continues now. Moorhead trailing 10-9. The hit across, redirected and deflected and played. And on the far sideline, Carly Vetter was standing there and watching, waiting for the ball to sail wide, and she got in the way. And it came down on her before directing away. Point Alexandria. And the Cardinals need it 11-9. Serve now to the Cardinals. Kaya Isendorf sending it across. It comes back near side. The return played up to the net, and it's scooped. Isendorf tried to lift it off, but she simply caught it and redirected it, and that gives point Moorhead at 11-10, and Anna Canine comes on to serve. Addie Basil checks in. She'll check into the back row for Alexandria as Canine prepares to serve. Across. McGrain plays it near side. Set across court and across. Here's Samantha Zimmerman. She saw that one coming. The set was there. The set was perfect, and the kill for Samantha Zimmerman ties set number 4 at 11. Canine continues to serve. Play to the net and came up short. Moorhead has had but one lead early on at 3-2, and they've been climbing uphill since, and now have the advantage at 12-11. Alexandria playing on. Here's the hit over by Addie Basil. Now the Spuds with it, and a big hit on the backside by Maya Pfeiffer. And Moorhead working on a 6-1 run and lead it now by 2 at 13-11. Here's the serve by Moorhead. Set up to the net, punched across, a dive to the floor by Willow Coyer, but couldn't put it up into play. That sends point to Alexandria, and it's 13-12 as the Cardinals pull within one and serving. Serve is long. And Moorhead now is serving with a 2-point lead at 14-12. Willow Coyer. Running jump serve by Coyer. Just did clear net, service ace. Atchison Companies with that service ace by Willow Coyer. And Moorhead has grabbed their biggest lead here in set 4 at 15-12. Coyer serves. From the back row, played to the near side, and Moorhead can't field it. A dive on the floor by Swedberg, an attempt by Coyer. It got away from them, and out of play it goes. Point Alexandria to pull within 2. Here's Lexi Cole. Sent across. Back up to the net. Kill. Samantha Zimmerman. Anna Canine will get the point or get the assist. And on the kill, Samantha Zimmerman has given Moorhead a 3-point lead and will serve. Leading now 16-13. Here's the hit across. McGrain keeps it in play. Free ball over. Near side Canine. And the play there. Backhanded off on the backside by Addie Basil. Across it comes and Moorhead plays. Here's Canine to Zimmerman, who scoops it over. Here's the set. Big hit there, but played to the back row. Coyer feeds it off, and Zimmerman goes long. She again wanted to lower the hammer and got too much air. And at 16-14, Alexandria with point will serve. Cora Larson steps up to the line. Right-hander sends it over. Coyer out of the back row. And from there, it is Rosie Anderson. Her kill gives Moorhead a 3-point lead at 17-14. Alexa Grunwald will step up and serve. Leading by 3. Grunwald's hit across. That will go as an ace. Alexa Grunwald serving up an Atchison Company's ace. And Moorhead leads it now 18-14. The play across. Bump forward and then straight up. It comes back on the near side and scooped over by Tessa McGrain. Moorhead playing now. Here's the big hit from the backside. Ella Swedberg. And Moorhead has jumped to a 5-point lead here down the stretch at 19-14. On its way over. Tipped and down. Point. Alexandria. And the Cardinals inch their way closer now, trailing at 19-15. McGrain to serve. Lifted forward, back to the near side. Rosie Anderson had it deflected. No, it hit the net, was not touched. It bounced out of play. Point Alexandria. And the Cardinals are within 3 now at 19-16. Tessa McGrain to serve. To the back row. Scooped forward. To the backside it goes, and a deflection will give point to Moorhead. And it's 20-16. Ellis Swedberg to serve. The right-hander sends it over. Bumped forward, played off to the backside. Lily Toole keeps it in play. She sends it over. Then Moorhead plays on. Here's McGrain for Alexandria. Set to the near side and played across by Anderson. Back up to the net and pushed over. Back up to the net. Toole had it hang on the net. Play continues. They'll try it again, and it's played over, and it's bumped, and here's a free ball over. Oh my! What a continuation of play. The hit is bumped off to the backside, and again possible point, but no. It is played now by the Spuds, and it's sent off to the far side. Cardinals give chase, tracking it down, and keep it alive. Back up to the net, punched over. Again, the Spuds come with it. This one drops in. Oh, my. The fans here tonight really had a chance to see some exciting volleyball on that exchange. Both teams had points ready to go against them. Both teams recovered. And when it was all said and done, Moorhead has made themselves a 5-point leader in this set 4 at 21-16. It brought the fans here to their feet watching the exchange on that volley. And now Moorhead is serving with Ella Swedberg. Sends it over. Saved from going out of bounds. Here's McGrain. Lifted up. And over and out. On the near side, the Spuds took a big swing at it. But it's point Alexandria, and it's 21-17. Lily Toole to serve. And over. It hit the net and came down. So with that, service error, point Moorhead, and it's 22-17 Spuds with Carly Vetter rolling back on to serve. Vetter's serve just did skim off the net and stays in play. Moorhead taking a dive at it and a jab at it, and it deflected out. Willow Coyer, a valiant try, only to see it slip away, and it's 22-18. That point going to Alexandria sends Kaya Isendorf to the serve line. And over, near side. Tracked down. Pfeiffer misfired on the blow, hitting the net, catching the net, and it's 22-19. Alexandria putting some adventure into the close on this one after the Spuds had led by 5. Alexandria has outscored Moorhead 3-1. And here the Spuds at the net, send it over, kept alive, McGrain. To the backside, played over, and a dive to the floor, keeping it alive. Here's the run, and again, McGrain with the save. Punched off to the line. This one did not crawl over. It hung and dropped down. Point Moorhead. Grace Perry checking in now for Moorhead. Anna Canine will serve. Moorhead needing 2 to claim a win here in set 4. And the running jump serve over. Pumped rather to the near side, and a hit to the backside. Got away from Pfeiffer and out. Alexandria staying alive as they pull within 3 at 23-20. Maggie Anderson now to serve for the Cardinals. Here's Canine's hit. Sometimes it's just not fair. 24-20 as Samantha Zimmerman took the set from Canine and hammered it down. And so, with that, Willow Coyer will serve match point. The running jump serve is over, and long it goes. And that pulls Alexandria back within 3 at 24-21, but they must stay perfect at the serve line in order to keep this set going. And the send across. Coyer to the net. There it is. Samantha Zimmerman taking the set from Anna Canine. And Moorhead gains a 3-1 victory over Alexandria tonight. And in a very much a similar fashion that these two teams play every time to the court. We want to thank Muscatel Subaru for being a big part of Spuds.tv and for Atchison Companies. As each ace, there were a lot of aces tonight. And our final score, 3-1 for Moorhead in set 1, winning it 25-11. In set 2, losing. Alexandria got the win in that one, 25-20. Moorhead winning set 3, 25-17. And set 4, 25-21. Our final scores, Moorhead 3-1 on the First Community Credit Union scoreboard.